We are here with Crosse, the UWL baseball coach. Coach, you come back from a trip down in Florida where you go 2-4, but had some really good performances. What were some of the highlights for you in that 6-game trip down there?
I think the biggest highlight is that we got to the end of the trip and we kind of felt like we have things figured out, kind of clicking all together at the same time. Early on we pitched extremely well, and then the offense was struggling a little bit, and the offense picked it up towards the middle of the end of the trip, and saw some outstanding competition, some of the best in the country, and we competed and battled the entire way, and I feel really good about where we're at right now.
Absolutely. Had a tough season last year in the sense that you're probably playing your best baseball at the end of the year. Just the losses early may have cost you a trip to the postseason. How do you feel about this season coming back and just maybe making that mark and stepping up into the postseason?
We have two goals throughout the course of any season. The one is to play the best available competition and to find those teams early, and then throughout the course of our non-conference season when we're up north. We want to find that competition, and we did that this year, and we would have liked to have a couple more wins, but that competition is going to set us up for the postseason because of the type of teams we're going to see in the postseason. And like you said, we want to peak at the end, and that's the second goal of every season, is getting things really clicking and moving well together at the end. And I feel like we're actually pretty close to that right now.
Oh, cool.
You know, we'll see now as we get into some conference games where the opponent knows us a little bit better. But you know, I think we're in a pretty good position to really start to win some ball games and pile up some wins.
Sure. And you mentioned the conference, obviously new addition with Finlandia this year. Just what have you either read about them or learned about their program to kind of get you going where it's going to be weird where you're playing a conference game but you don't know them?
Right. We don't know anything about them really. We added them, you know, to get that 7th team in the conference to eventually get the automatic bid back.
Right.
So we don't know much about them. They're traveling everywhere they go because their home field is way up north.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't had the strongest of teams in the recent years, but you know, we'll have to wait until the end of the season to find out.
All right, that was Crosse. They're making their debut, or home debut, I should say, here at Copeland Park on Tuesday. Be sure to come check them out. All right, we are here with UWL baseball junior Brendan Schmidt. He is a Middleton, Wisconsin native. Brendan, you guys come back from Florida, obviously a little bit different where you're shoveling out ice here to start practice. Just what is that adjustment like where you have to start a season, you know, kind of right into the fire against some really good competition down in Florida and then come back here and a little bit colder and have to play some more games?
Well, it's definitely an adjustment. Going down to Florida, playing really good teams, it's awesome. We're out on the field, we're out playing ball finally after spending all those weeks inside. But yeah, just coming back here, it's actually pretty. We'll take this further. This is we play ball at least. Like you said, just shoveling some snow, but just coming back, seeing the whole field, no snow on the field, it's a great sign that we're able to play right away. So just probably the big adjustment we have to make is probably got to warm up a little bit more after that nice weather down south.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys had a strong season last year, just barely missed the postseason after a couple of years being in the postseason before that. Just what do you think about this team that's going to be able to kind of get over that hump and get back to the postseason?
I would say experience. We only lost Nate Rayleigh to graduation. That'll be a big loss, but we got guys coming back from all positions, got a lot of depth, a lot of experience, and that with some new guys that transferred in and some incoming freshmen, I think we'll be a pretty potent team.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned the experience you guys have, especially on the pitching mound. As a defender and as a hitter, when you know, hey, if we get some early runs, they're probably going to lock it down for us. How much confidence that give you, you know, knowing that your pitcher's got a lot of strength in there?
Yeah, it's awesome. Knowing that any guy that trots out to the mound is going to shut down the other team, and that's you can come into the field with a lot of confidence defensively and offensively. We know if we have good at-bats and we put some runs across the board that they're going to be able to shut it down for us, and it's huge.